Hello, I'm Dr. Muhammad Asif. I welcome you to my channel. I will discuss some important issues related to subject selection for CSS. I would also like to remove some misconceptions about it as well. In this video, I will focus on the following questions. Should the students follow the trend? Do students set the trend? Should students go for their strengths? What about subjects not studied before? What about some subjects studied before? Should students go for the subjects that support each other? Is there more advice on CSS than needed? What are some serious issues CSS aspirants face? Why patience and common sense are important? Should students follow the trend? This is the most crucial question which bothers students while selecting optional subjects for CSS. What is the trend? Which subject is more scoring? Should I follow the trend? My answer is no. CSS, students set the trend. Students, of course, set the trend. Examiners don't set the trend. If you prepare well and attempt the paper well, you will get good marks. It doesn't matter how many students appeared in that paper and how many failed in it in previous years. You get marks according to your preparation and your performance in the examination, and trend has nothing to do with it. There are no other extraneous factors. There are only rumors and conspiracies, and you should not listen to them. Go for your strengths. Don't go for the trend. Go for your strengths. You are not part of a trend. You are exceptional. Take road not taken if it suits you. Yes, you can go with the trend if it suits you and you have analyzed all the pros and cons and are confident that this particular subject suits you. Then go ahead. Trend or strength. What I am saying is that you should not do anything blindly or merely on somebody's advice. It should be your decision. Decide and stick to your strength. Subjects not studied before. If you haven't studied most of the subjects before, it's a norm and not an exception. Almost all the candidates who prepare for CSS study 80 to 90% new subjects. If you haven't studied most of the subjects before, it must not bother you. The current CSS syllabus and pattern favor art and social sciences. International relations and political science carry special importance. Doctors and engineers usually struggle in the beginning, but with hard work and determination, they easily make up the deficiency and perform well in social science subjects as well. The subjects that I have studied. There is no issue if you are an art or social science graduate. But if you are a pure science, computer, commerce graduate, you need to be careful. You should go for these subjects only if you are 100% sure about your grip on the subject. Students generally falter in these subjects in CSS. Subjects that support each other. This is very important, and there is hardly any difference of opinion about this issue. Yes, you should go for the subjects that support each other. As per current pattern, students are practically left with no other option than to opt either international relations or political science. If you select international relations, then other subjects that fall in line automatically are European, British or US history, international law, etc. If you opt for political science, then you can go for philosophy or some other subjects as well. You should select subjects that support each other and suit you. And it is generally not an easy decision. Once you select one major subject, the other subjects fall in line automatically. There are not many options if you select a one paradigm of subjects. Always keep in mind that you should select your subjects according to your strengths, aptitude, and educational background. More advice on CSS than needed. The issue with CSS is not lack of information or advice regarding subject selection, book selection, or what should I read and what shouldn't. Rather, it is the reverse case scenario. There is plenty of advice on CSS. If you consult 100 people, you will get 100 kind of advice. So don't consult many people. Consult your peers, seniors, and experts, but, but act according to what suits you. Don't listen to everybody. Every individual is different from the other individual. There can be no single medicine or recipe for all the concerned. Decide carefully after a proper homework, rather groundwork, but once you select your subjects and books, stick to them. Don't change your mind, be steadfast. If you listen to everybody, you will be nobody one day. Serious issues for CSS candidates. When you start preparing for CSS, you come across a lot of problems and issues that cause headache and tension. You find syllabus too lengthy. You find certain subjects difficult to handle. You find it difficult to get proper reading material. You fail to set a proper and effective timetable. Time management and stress management become real issues. If you face any of or many of these issues, then you are a genuine CSS candidate. CSS demands clarity, patience, and perseverance. All the students who succeed in CSS go through similar phases. All that you need are patience and determination. Keep studying. The rest of the issues take care of themselves. Common sense is the best guide. Use your common sense. You are a successful and a qualified person with at least a graduation under your belt. You are not novice or naive. As you have come this far, you can go farther. Trust yourself and your common sense. Never give up. Never compromise on aims and dreams. Good luck. Thank you.